Hi, it's Brendan from our DecoNetwork Sydney office to talk to you about some of our highlights in DecoNetwork version 6.04. Okay, so let's start with some of the changes we've made to the front end of your website in DecoNetwork 6.04. One of the first most obvious changes is these brand new floating social links down the right side of your page. When configured in the back end of your DecoNetwork website, your users can be taken directly to your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or any of your social channels that you list in the back end of your website. And that's a great way for them then to engage with you socially in your social channels. And they're really, really simple to configure. Simply log into the back end of your DecoNetwork website. Now, each of these social links are website specific. So you set up a different set of social links per affiliate store, per web store that you have. So manage the particular store that you want to add your social links to. Then select social site links. Just fill in all the blank fields, so add your Facebook page, your Google+, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, and of course YouTube, and that will generate those social links down the right side of your page. Pretty simple, but a great little improvement in version 6.04. The next really cool front-end feature is the feature that we call related products. Now, sometimes when customers are on your website, perhaps they're looking at a men's heavy cotton t-shirt, but there might also be matching kids version of that t-shirt or a matching ladies version of that t-shirt, and you want to recommend that related product. Well, you can now do that thanks to this great little related product widget that appears on the product information page. And these related products are manually configured by you. So you can relate again a men's, kids, or ladies t-shirt together, or you can say while they're buying a t-shirt you want to recommend a hoodie or a pair of shoes or a CD, whatever else you want to sell on your DecoNetwork website. And the way you can configure that is browse back through to your backend manage fulfillment, then click on products. Configure the product that you want to add the related products for, and select the brand new tab related products. You can see I've already got those first two products. To add another one, just select add related product. Browse through and find the exact product you want to add to your website. Let's grab this ladies version here and we'll use that product. It adds it to your related product list. Save it away. And then come back and refresh that page. And you'll see I now have a third product added to my related product list. When your customer selects that, we take them directly to that product so they can see the other versions or whatever related products you wish to recommend. Okay, while we're on this page, of course, every DecoNetwork page has a page title. So because I'm on the Gildan Ladies Fitted Ring Spun Short Sleeve Tee, that's the actual name of the page title on my website as well. Now if I go back to my create category, and let's say I browse a category such as t-shirts, the category now changes to t-shirts matching the category name. So each and every single category now in DecoNetwork has its own unique page title, which of course you can also customize. So let's say I want t-shirts to be something a little bit more descriptive than just plain old t-shirts. Well, I can now configure that on a category level by again going back to my backend manage fulfillment, choose my category such as t-shirts, edit that category, and by default it uses the name as the page title, or I can configure that and create my own unique page title. So maybe say t-shirts for custom printing, because there might be every chance that a person in Google is searching for custom printing t-shirts or t-shirts for custom printing. So by having a more descriptive page title, then it's just going to help my SEO ranking in Google. If I now refresh that, that page title has now been updated to t-shirts for custom printing. So again, scroll through to your products, choose the category that you want to edit that category. By default, it'll use the category name as the page title, or uncheck that and type in your own custom title. Okay, moving along to some more great front-end improvements, which again help with your SEO ranking. Now, Google likes to know where you are as a website because Google and other search engines like to recommend your business to anyone who's searching in that local area. But how does Google know where your website is? Well, it uses a few hints. First of all, words or information you've got on your website, it can pick it up, whether it's got your city name or your country name. But it also looks at where your website is hosted. So if it's hosted on a US server, then it will think you're based in America. If you're hosted on a UK server, you might be based in the UK. But that's not always the case. With global business and hosting anywhere and everywhere around the world, it's not always where your website is hosted is where you're hosted as well. And also that really only limits you down to a country, not an actual town or a state. Well, another great way to tell Google and other search engines of where you're located is a thing called geotags. Geotags are little meta tags that appear in the source of your website. In my actual source, if I scroll down, you'll see I've got some geolocation or some geo meta tags. I've got geo position, geo place name, and geo region. This tells Google the exact latitude, longitude where I'm located, the town or the city, and my country. And that's great for Google and many other search engines to know exactly where you are as a website. So now where and how do you configure that in your DecoNetwork website? Well, you scroll through to your backend management and manage the website that you're related to. So in this case, my demo website. So you can set different geotags for every affiliate store. Maybe one affiliate store targeting the UK, another one targeting Australia, or different towns or different regions. Then scroll over and select SEO and Google Analytics. And on the left side, select Geolocation. Simply check this checkbox to enable those geo meta tags on your website, and by default it picks up your account details. Now if that address is not what you want to be your publicly listed details, then just simply click on Edit Account Settings. It'll take you through to update that address, and then that'll update your settings, and it will update your geo tags to give your address and your details exactly where you want Google and your other search engines to think you are. Okay, for the next new features in DecoNetwork version 6.04, we're going to open up Business Hub and take a look at some of the great new improvements we've done in there. The first new improvement is a very simple one, but a nice one. When you're now creating an order or a quote in Business Hub, and I'll just choose a product, and I'll choose the, let's say the 5000 heavy cotton t-shirt. We now also include the product code in the description. So while you're viewing your orders on screen, you can see exactly what that product code is. Whereas before we just had heavy cotton t-shirt. A simple but a nice improvement so you know exactly the product you're using when creating a quote, order, or invoice. And for the next one, we're going to click over to production. Now when looking down your production list, it's sometimes a little bit hard to know what are the urgent orders. What are the ones due out in, let's say, the next 5 days, the next 10 days, and maybe the next 15 or 20 days. You can turn on a date column and sort by date, but that just takes up extra room and it really doesn't leap out at you. We've got a great new feature now which actually highlights the line item, whether it's due by any number of days that you set. So in other words, highlight all my orders due in the next 5 days in bright red. Highlight them if they're due in the next 10 days in yellow, and if they're after 10 days, just keep it grey, white, or whatever color you want it to be. And the way you can configure that is browse back to your Manage Fulfillment, then click on Settings, then click on Order Options, and scroll down, and you'll see these brand new due date color indicators. And you've got 4 different color and values to choose, and you can put in whatever values you want. So if they're due in less than 2 days, I want that to be really bright red. Leap out at me, it's due in 2 days, I need to get onto it really quickly. If it's due in the next 5 days, then make that maybe a soft yellow. In the next 10 days, maybe make that Let's just choose a soft blue. And if it's more than 10 days, just keep it transparent. I don't really need to bother about that. I'm more concerned about the 2 and 5 day, so I've made them more of an urgent color. Set whatever colors and values you want, then save that away. I'll now go back to Business Hub and just refresh that page. And click back on production. So you can see I've got some orders up the top which are blue, so due in the next 10 days, some red orders due out in the next 2 days, and I've got a yellow order due within the next 5 days. So a great way for you to set urgency on your jobs, add a few extra color indicators to let your team know what are the really serious orders and what are the ones that can wait a little bit longer. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this version 6.04 highlight of some of the main features and improvements. Of course, for more information on this and any of other of DecoNetwork's releases, browse to deconetwork.com/release notes, and then you can browse all the new fixes, improvements, and new features we've released in each of our upcoming and future releases of DecoNetwork. Thanks very much, and we'll see you on the next video.